Pilgrim's Progress by John Bunyan, Chapter 2, Christian Returns to the Good Way. Then Christian determined to go back to the good way, and Evangelist, smiling, gave him his hand and said, "May God bless you." So he went back in haste, refusing to talk to anyone by the way. He walked like one treading on forbidden ground, for he did not feel at all safe until he was again in the way Evangelist had instructed him to go. Back in the way, he finally came to the little gate. Over the gate was written in bold letters, "Knock, and it shall be opened unto you." Enters the wicket gate. Christian knocked. There was no answer. He knocked again. No one came. He shouted, "May I now enter here? Will you please open to me? Though I have been an undeserving rebel, if I am forgiven and allowed to enter, I will never cease to sing God's praise." At last one came to the gate whose name was Goodwill. He asked in a deep voice, "Who's there? Where did you come from, and what do you want?" Christian said, "I am a poor burdened sinner. I come from the city of destruction, and I want to go to Mount Zion that I may be safe from the coming wrath of God. I am informed that through this gate is the way to Zion. I would like to know, therefore, if you will let me in." Goodwill said, "Yes, I will, with all speed." Immediately, Goodwill opened the gate, and just as Christian was stepping in, he took hold of his arm and gave him a quick pull. "What does that mean?" asked Christian. Goodwill explained, "There on the outside, not far from this gate, is a strong castle guarded by Beelzebub and his men, and from it they shoot arrows at those entering here that they might maim them or prevent them from entering." "I rejoice and tremble," said Christian. When he was safe inside, Goodwill asked him who had directed him there. Christian said, "Evangelist instructed me to come here and knock, and he said that you, sir, would tell me what I must do." Goodwill, "An open door is set before you, and no one can shut it." Christian said, "Now I begin to reap the benefits of my hazards. But how is it that you came alone?" Christian answered, "Because none of my neighbors saw their danger as I saw mine." "Did any of them know that you were coming?" Christian answered, "Yes, my wife and children saw me leaving and called after me to come back. Also, some of my neighbors stood calling me to return. But I put my fingers in my ears and came on my way." "But did none of them follow you to persuade you to go back?" Goodwill asked. Christian said, "Yes, two of my neighbors, obstinate and pliable, but when they saw that they could not prevail, obstinate became abusive and turned back to his own house, and pliable came with me a little way.